Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Ochiko and you're watching Ochiko's Diary. So, a new season of Singles Inferno just dropped and I watched all the episodes, okay? There are still more episodes to come. But I just thought of this fun idea where I rank all the seasons. Now, I know that season 5 is not complete yet. I know that. I need to get my shades on. The light is killing me. Okay, so yes, I know that season 5 is not complete yet, but I just wanted to do this because I've been a I've been a supporter of Singles Inferno since season 1, and Sonjia was like my favorite person in season 1. So from there I've just been watching and I have my thoughts on every single season. So I'm going to be telling you what I think of the seasons and why I ranked it that way. Now the first one, at number 5, I have to put season 5. The reason I'm putting season 5 is not just because there's 4 episodes or how many episodes out. The reason is because I've not seen what will make me rank the other seasons any lower than that. It has just been a very regular show, honestly. I was wishing that in season 5 they were going to change things up a bit, but I've been left disappointed because they've not changed anything. It's still just the way it is, or it was, from season 4, which I think the decline started from season 4, because season 1, 2 and 3 were very, very good for me. At least there were things that were very different from the other seasons. Okay, so I just have to put season 5 there. The cast is okay. I know some people are saying the cast are not fine, some are saying they're attractive. I don't really have a thing with the cast being attractive or not, because at the end of the day, I'm not just watching for the attractiveness, because this could be a regular person in Korea, right? Are you saying that because they're not attractive, they're not supposed to find love? Do you get? So that's a video for another day. How I really want to talk about how the beauty standards of Korea is so, it's so weird sometimes. It's so weird. I'm not going to say more than that, but it's so weird sometimes. So yes, so like season 5 is just there. There's nothing different. I just wish they did something different, like maybe, like I always said, getting different careers. Fine, there's an athlete. I think there's an athlete in season 4. There's always going to be a model. I think there are 2 Miss Koreas, which is the thing that's been like consistent in all the other seasons. There's always a Miss Korea. I think there's a Miss Earth, somebody that won Miss Earth from Korea. So I'm just like, it's okay, but it needs to be more, right? It needs to be more. Then my number 4 place has to go to season 4. See, season 4 was just a roller coaster of weirdness, honestly, and it wasn't really the cast's fault. I think one of the issues that season 4 had was the fact that Sian was the most popular person, and everybody was just, all the men were just going for Sian, right? And it's not Sian's fault. I think I said that in when I was talking about Let's Talk season 4 of Singles Inferno. I said it, that it's not Sian's fault that people are going after her. It's just the way it is. It could be the beauty standard, it could just be people's preferences at the end of the day, and there's nothing wrong with somebody preferring something to the other, right? So it wasn't Sian's fault. Now, do I think it was a really good season? It was just an okay season. They were very beautiful women, but the fact that all story leads to Sian was just very boring. And again, it wasn't Sian. So I think the most interesting part was Sian and John. So, and the fact they are still dating is really, really nice to me, because I think they are still dating. I saw somewhere that they are still dating. So that makes good sense. But apart from that, I hated that season. I was skipping through like a lot of, like I was just skipping through, and I didn't even skip through as much as season 5. But I said, I might rank this later after season 5 is complete. But for now, season 5 has to be like my physical, because I still had some nice moments. Like there was this challenge that kind of grew popular when the girls were passing through the boys. Yeah, that was a nice addition to the show. So it was an okay season, but it was like a very boring season to me, and I hope season 5 does better in the coming episodes. Now, number 3 spot. This 3 spot is a little bit controversial. Some people might put it at number 2, some might put it at number 1, depending on them, but this is my thoughts, but I'm going to explain why. My number 3 spot has to go to drama. It has to go to season 1. Why I'm saying season 1 is a good season. It's a good start to like an iconic show, right? But then again, like considering the other seasons I've seen, like 2 and 3, I have to put season 1 there. Why? Because it's just like season 4, but because it was season 1, everybody kind of like, okay, that's where the bar is, so everything has to top that. That's why it's always ranked, at least it should be in top 3, right? Because it's the first season, like you have to cut them some slack. They didn't really know what they were expecting going into that season. So it was a nice season. It was a nice way for me to see how the beauty standards in Korea differ from the beauty standards in my country. It was a nice way to get introduced to like one of the most iconic persons that I've ever graced my TV, which is Sonjia. Her outfits were always clocked. Like I always loved all her outfits. Apart from her outfits, the guys were okay. The guys were fine, right? There were some moments that I didn't like as well, but it was just an overall nice season. We had good characters. I call them characters. I know they are people, but like I just call them characters in like a show, right? We had good characters. It was just okay. It was because it was something new. I can't ever rank it lower than 3 because it was something new and it was just fresh. Um, there were not a lot of moments that made me do like, oh my god. Apart from Songjia really made that season work, honestly. So it was an okay season, but the remaining 2, I have a lot to talk about those two. Now, my number 2 spot, controversial. This is controversial, but I have to give it to season 2. Why am I giving this? People will say, no. Season 3 was not that good, man. Season 3 was good, and I will explain that. But season 2 was so good. Season 2 had Lena Dean. It had Dex, who has been a consistent judge for 3 seasons now. It had Lena Dean, Dex, Suki. Suki is now like an actress in Korea, which is I think one of the most successful people I've seen so far from the show that wasn't successful prior to the show, right? She like that season was so nice. Firstly, because there was not a lot of animosity. Because one thing I've seen so far in some of the seasons, there's always that animosity between the cast. But like I didn't really see that in season 2. They were just okay. I think I expected Dex to go for Nadine, but at the end of the day, it's his preference. I will never go against somebody's preference. Somebody can just prefer something to another thing. That doesn't make them a bad person. So I liked that season. I just liked it. Like I liked a lot of people in that season. I liked how it was structured. I liked Nadine because Nadine wasn't really like she needs to get the guy she needs to get. She was like, okay, if the guy likes me, no, if the guy doesn't like me, that's cool. And I like girls like that. Dex was also very fine. It was a fresh addition. This bad boy trope, you get, like we've not seen that before. So it was just a really nice season. There were some oh my god moments right. So it was really nice season, and I love that I'm ranking it at number 2. But then my number 1 spot has to go to season 3. See, season 3 got, like I was on the edge of my seat watching season 3. I know people will say, well, season 3 was nice. Guanhee, people might hate Guanhee, but Guanhee is what I'm looking for in a Korean dating show. A guy that can stir the pot. It could be a girl, and I think I saw that in Sian as well. Somebody that knows how to stir the pot a bit, that is not afraid to say what's on their mind. Like if you want, Guanhee was just nice. Like we had Guanhee. From the first episode, there was already a meme with Gyuri and she not saying thank you to somebody telling her that she's looking pretty. We had his son, a very cheerful character. We had like so many people. We have Hajong. Hajong didn't end up with anybody, but she was a very funny character. We had this guy that's a bodybuilder. We had Young. Like we had a lot of people on that show. Like a lot of things happened. Like from the helicopter scene, the helicopter scene when Minji was like pinching Guanhee, that was also another iconic meme moment. Then we also had like when his son was like very quiet for some time before she now looked at me. She was like, you know what, just go after Minji. Like I felt like I'm already past that where I have to be defending why you should choose me. Perfection. We had the crying scene in the bonfire, like where she was like come say, and Guanhee started crying. We had the iconic conversation after the tears. I'm like, oh, I made you cry, and then she held his hand. Like it was just a good, in fact we even had Minji's nightwear being very popular for a full week. We had the dates, like everything was just so nice about season 3. I loved season 3 with passion. So like these are my rankings, honestly. I love season 3. I just hope season 5 can be up to par and maybe go up my ranks. But me, I know that for now season 3 is my undisputed champions. So tell me in the comments which season you like the most, or how will your ranking be, how will it be different from mine. I hope to see your comments, but for now, bye.